Hey everybody, we definitely hope that you are having a great morning and hopefully you're relaxing with a hot beverage today.
Oh boy, we do. Here in the Daily Flash kitchen, we are making an Affogato, which is an Italian espresso drink made with just 2 ingredients, espresso or strong coffee, and then you add vanilla, gelato, or ice cream.
There's not many things in this world that bother me, but do you know what one thing is that extremely bothers me?
And when people say espresso.
High five, girl. I cannot
There's no X.
There's no X in espresso. And so much so when I go there, I'll say it on purpose. I'll say, can I have an espresso, please? It drives me great. That especially. But anyway, you got a great recipe here because this is actually one that follows an Instagram video of a famous gelato shop in Italy. They're making one. This is them. You can say it's artful when they do this sort of thing.
Yeah. So they use the full-on espresso, which is something that you can do at home if you have an espresso machine, or you can just use really strong coffee. And they pack in the vanilla ice cream in the cup there. So we're going to do our own version of it here. We've got a French press, which makes terrific coffee. These are very inexpensive, and if you want to get one, this is a perfect way to have a cup of coffee. There you go. Nice. So you just plunge it down slowly, Mitch. Okay. And then what it does is it filters the coffee grounds through the press, and you get a wonderful. You get a wonderful coffee.
I know your ADHD brain wants to just shove that thing.
Yes, it does totally.
So in the process, I'm going to just scoop 1 scoop of ice cream here for each of us.
The thing about espresso too is, because we're Americans, we want like supersize everything.
Oh, I know.
Espressos are always small, right?
Yes, always.
So always keep that in mind too. So this is going to make a drink, so that ice cream's really going to pop out.
Yeah.
And this is how do I know? Just go all the way to the bottom?
Yep, all the way to the bottom. And you're pretty close.
Oh, look at it, yeah.
Sorry.
It's all packed. Okay, now it's ready to be poured?
Okay, now it's ready to be poured. Okay. So what you do is...
And do you have to use a gelato, or can you just use regular
You can use regular vanilla ice cream. You don't have to use gelato. Gelato's easier to pack because it's a little bit more dense, so that helps. And then what you can do, sorry, I got this one a little bit messy. I'll have this one. But then you just pour.
Jackson, always the host.
A little coffee.
Hostess.
I don't do too much. I just do a little. It's like having a wonderful, rich cup of coffee because you've got the vanilla ice cream.
It just looks pretty too.
And then what you can do is serve it with cookies or a biscotti. That's traditional for Italian. Matt, here you go.
Thank you.
And then you eat it like you're eating ice cream.
Oh, okay. With the spoon.
Yeah, with the spoon. And then what you can do is you can also, you can mix it and let it melt and then just drink it. And then it ends up kind of being like a coffee shake. But this should be pretty darn good.
It looks to me like it's a root beer float. That's the first thing I think of when I say it.
Oh, that's good.
It is good, right? Just 2 simple ingredients, and then if you've got a biscotti, you can dip it in there. We've got some Christmas cookies. That's a wonderful thing to do. So,
and even though that was really hot, obviously the ice cream cools it down really good.
Yeah, and so it's a perfect little after dinner dessert. So
here's the thing: your kids are going to go, "Oh, it's like an ice cream float. I want one."
Right. Do you know those?
You give one to your kid. Get an espresso to your kid.
Exactly. Woo! It's like those candies. What are they called? Coffee nips. Did you ever have those? Like the coffee toffee stuff?
Yes, I did.
That's kind of what it tastes like at home for you who are thinking about making it. But super easy. Nice strong coffee or an espresso. Scoop of ice cream. You can even top it with some chocolate sauce.
All right, so when were there any Christmas morning traditions, things that you had to have? In my family, we had pancakes and we all were wearing our Christmas pajamas.
Yeah,
and then we had
It was the pajamas, and usually it was my dad with a strong cup of coffee because he tore one up on Christmas Eve. That was his one night to let loose every year.
Okay, very good.
What about you, Jackson?
We would always open gifts on Christmas Eve. That was our big thing, our big tradition.
Oh, all of them?
All of them.
Really? We used to do one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then
we did. I guess. Well, I should say the older we got, we just resorted to Christmas Eve.
Makes sense.
But when we were younger, Christmas Day was the big day. Cookies were always left out for Santa. Yeah. That was a big tradition.
He appreciates it.
Yes, of course. And then we had cinnamon rolls. That was my mom would make these cinnamon roll
We did
things.
that one year.
It's funny as Santa always ate every single cookie we left out for him.
Every single one.
Every single year. He never left anything to waste. It's all gone.
Now, what about the Christmas meal? Did you guys have specific favorites for a Christmas meal?
We would eventually, what would happen, because I love to cook, we'd have a ham, right? We'd have a Christmas ham and a Thanksgiving turkey, but a Christmas ham. But we tried to do it, and the kids would all want to be playing with their toys all day, and so, they didn't want to have dinner, and they ate cookies and all the crap, so we just gave up on that.
It was always a prime rib meal at my uncle's house, so he would have it cooked up and with baked potato and a whole spread. So that's always.
We knew it was Christmas when the parole officer would show up and say, "Hey, make sure you're still in town," and that's how I knew that Christmas truly is here.
Your sensor was going off.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they figured out. They were like, "What are you doing home?"
My mom one year decided she would try something different, which again, something you should not do on Christmas Day. She decided instead of doing a ham or a turkey, we'll do a Christmas goose.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
And it was, I mean, maybe it wasn't prepared properly, but it was the worst thing ever.
Okay.
It was so dry and terrible.
And it looked like a goose, right? I mean, like sometimes you eat chicken, you
did
can
it
kind of
still
make
have the neck and
Don't they
everything
keep
and
the
all
neck
the-
on it?
They do, but then you have to cut.
You will have
yeah,
to do that.
Yeah.
And so she went
Yeah.
all
She went all
natural.
in.
So it's really like that scene from A Christmas Story,
pretty much,
where
yeah.
they come out
Uh-huh.
and make with the chop.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I don't know about this.
That was something that was always on a loop too.
The Christmas Story, yes.
Now we do, and I've been trying to do it. Now all my kids are out in Oklahoma. I'm trying to do with my new family. Is we always go to a Chinese restaurant on
Yep.
Christmas Day. We would always do that, and you'd be
Nice.
surprised about how many are open.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're surprised how many are closed too, because it's becoming a bigger and bigger tradition.
I think you should have to do that once in your life
I
because
think
it's
so.
super fun. I
It is
remember in
fun.
college we did that. We were all working at a restaurant, going to college, and we're like, hey, let's get together. Let's go have Christmas. So we went to the Hong Kong restaurant for.
In our first in San Diego, it's probably the same one.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a great tradition to be able to do because your kids look forward to it, and my
Yeah.
kids, none of them like Chinese food, and I make them sit there. I go, this is for me, all right?
So it's your gift to you.
Yeah, it's my gift to me. I put up. You guys are going to sit around the Chinese restaurant.
So we'll have this recipe for the Affogato,
Very simple.
delicious espresso ice cream dessert on our website, dailyflashshow.com. So a big Merry Christmas to all of you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers. Cheers.
And we're going to be going a little Latin a little bit later on this show with another great treat. We'll have Jessica in the Daily Flash kitchen.